Hello, my name is Mr. Hallam and I'm the head of Year 7 at Corby Business Academy. Welcome to the first of 4 weekly episodes that are going to support you from your transition from Year 6 to Year 7. So the first part of the episode, I'm just going to introduce what I'm going to be discussing. So first I'm going to be discussing what I mean by our virtual transition. I'm going to be looking at 2 really important school policies, which is uniform and behaviour. And I'm also going to be looking at some transition news that you need to be aware of to help you plan for your September start with us after the summer holidays. So the first policy which I'm going to look at is our uniform policy, which is an important part of our culture at Corby Business Academy. So we believe in a smart uniform and appearance is going to be very important as it's a reflection of the high standards that we set at the Business Academy. And students must wear their uniform correctly at all times. Uniform will be checked on a daily basis by the tutor if the correct uniform is not adhered to. Parents and carers will be contacted to request that replacements are made in a timely manner. Now we are aware that things that can be lost from time to time, so we understand that these can take time to replace, but as long as it's done in a timely manner, we do not have any issue with that. So I'm going to go over the uniform expectations for both boys and girls, and there are a lot of similarities. So first and foremost, to help with any uniform so it doesn't get lost, please make sure you have a name badge somewhere inside. So for example, on the inside collar of your blazer or shirt, or on the inside of the hem of the trousers. Please make sure that you have your academy tie on each day, as well as a white shirt. Now, something that's new for 2020 and 2021 is the academy jumper. Now, this is a great addition to our uniform as it helps keep you warm in those winter months, particularly travelling to and from school, as well as at break and lunchtime. You must all wear the academy blazer with the logo on the left blazer pocket. For both boys and girls, you must wear black tailored school length trousers. Okay, not for girls, not a fashion or a lycra or any black jeans or chinos. Okay, girls, if you would like to wear skirts, that's absolutely fine, but these must be below the knee. Alongside this, you must be wearing black socks with your school shoes, and if you're wearing a skirt, you must have black tights. For school shoes, we expect there to be must be black smart school shoes, not trainers. So no blacked out Nike Air Max or blacked out Vans. They must be black shoes, as well as they cannot be canvas either. For all your equipment that you're going to be needing on the your day-to-day in school, so your lunchbox, your pencil case, your PE kit, and anything else you're asked to bring in, we recommend you bring in a suitable rucksack or carrier bag. Just to highlight some key areas as well on this, school uniform is available from both Carl Sports in Kettering and Chroma Sports in Peterborough. All the uniform for both your school uniform and the academy PE kit is available from there, but the academy jumper is only available from Carl Sports. So again, that's an optional extra, but if you wish to have that, you must purchase this from Carl Sports and not Chroma. The next policy I'm going to look at is behaviour, which again helps us to build a really successful culture of achievement at Corby Business Academy. And we really strongly believe in mutual respect. And students, teachers and support staff are part of one team who share the belief that every child can have academic success. Our students know that they must follow instructions first time of asking. However, we give rewards for the right behaviour choices, and we take action to remind students of the consequences of making the wrong choices. At Corby Business Academy, teachers are tough on those bad choices because we want to help students become better people in the long run. We teach students to break old habits and learn the characteristics of successful adults. So there's a statement here which I use a lot around the academy, which students will get to know very well. And the statement is that teachers within the academy have the right to teach without disruption, and that students have the right to learn without distraction. And we encourage students to know these 3 key words: to be ready, to be respectful, and to be safe. And we believe that students who embed these simple expectations as part of their daily habits are more likely to be successful and achieve their full potential. So students would have to adhere to the Student Code of Conduct. Now, this is not the full list, it's just some of the key areas that I want you to be aware of before joining us in September. So we expect students to behave in an orderly and self-controlled way, to show respect to members of staff and each other. They must also follow instructions at the first time of asking. And in class, they should make it possible for all students to learn. When moving around the academy, they should do this in a quiet manner. They must treat the building and the academy building with respect and wear the correct uniform at all times. They must accept the sanctions for their behaviour when they are given and refrain from behaving in a way that brings the academy into disrepute, including outside the academy in the wider community. To support this, we have a really clear and simple behaviour system that students get to know very quickly. So the first opportunity that a student would address a teacher would address a student's behaviour would be through a first reminder. So this could be that student is talking while the teacher is talking or while others are talking to the teacher. So that will be given a first reminder to change their behaviour. At this point, no behaviour sanction is given, it's just a polite reminder to that student. Should they continue to disrupt the learning or distract the learning for others, they would then receive a stage 1. Now this results in a behaviour point being added to the system. They could also be moved seat or asked to speak to the teacher outside the classroom. In stage 2, if the student still continues to show behaviour that's disrupting or distracting, they would get a stage 2, which would not only be removal from the class for the rest of that lesson, but also result in an after-school detention the following day until 4 o'clock. Stage 3 is an isolation, so the student would spend the remainder of the day in isolation, and very rarely, stage 4 would result in a fixed term exclusion, so the student would not be in the academy building and would have to learn from home. The next area I'm going to discuss is some important transition information. So during these episodes, and it's going to be in the final episode of the 4, as well as the final newsletter, we're going to introduce which tutor group your child has been placed into. This will be via a text message or email. And each week, I'm going to be introducing different members of the Year 7 tutor team. So you get to know who they are. So when that final information is released, you're going to be able to look back and see who your new tutor is. And you're going to be able to find out a little bit about them through the episodes and the newsletters. But here's a few to-do list items for both you and your parents at home. So please make sure you've applied for the Academy bus pass through the Northamptonshire County Council. I really recommend getting this done if you've not done so already as soon as possible, because this can take quite a long time due to the number of applications they process. Please make sure you have ordered your uniform and the Academy PE kit via Chroma or Carl Sports. Getting that out of the way nice and early means you're not rushing or expecting uniform to arrive at the start of September. And finally, students need to complete the student questionnaire. Now we use this to help place students in their tutor group. So we try and put you with at least one person that you know from your primary school. This must be completed by the 25th of June to allow us time to place students in the tutor groups ready for that 4th and final newsletter and episode. Alongside this, we're launching again this year the Big Read, so the Corby Big Transition Read 2021. This is based on the Book of Hopes, which is a fantastic collection of short stories, poems, essays and pictures which inspire and entertain students. Now this was previously set up for students in lockdown, and obviously there's still some restrictions in place, so it allows students to engage in some reading during this period. Members of the staff at Corby Academy have also been recording some extracts from the book, so please go and check those out on the transition part of our website. So the next bit is the first part of our introduction. So Miss Thompson, who is the SLT link or the senior member of staff responsible for Year 7, who you'll get to know really well, she is really looking forward to meeting you all and working with you in our new school community. and you're going to work with a really close and fantastic group of people who are going to endeavour to make your transition to the academy as smooth as possible, and we're here to support you and make you feel safe and happy in your new school. Ms Thompson has been a teacher of maths at Corby Academy since 2009, has been assistant principal for the past 2 years. Part of her job is to support myself as head of Year 7 and also to support you all during your time with us. Just a little bit about Ms Thompson. So her main interests are rugby, running and reading. Her main dislikes are swinging on chairs and chewing gum. Her favourite colour is red. Her hobbies are knitting and cross-stitch. Her hero is Catherine of Aragon, so those people who enjoy the Tudors, that's the first wife of Henry VIII. Her favourite food is steak and chips with some pepper sauce. Her favourite restaurant is Toro, and her fun fact, she enjoys reading historical fiction, especially about the Tudor period. 3 top tips: to be positive and embrace new challenges, to be kind and a good friend to others, and to remember everyone is here to help you to settle into life at Corby Business Academy. If you should need to speak to Ms Thompson at any point during the day, you'll be able to find her in the top part of the Mate faculty, which I'm going to be introducing you to how you would find those in future episodes. And finally, the next member of staff is myself. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you all and getting to know you when you start secondary school in September. So I've been teaching physical education at Corby Academy for the past 5 years, and I'm the sort of person that you're going to come to if you have any problems, and I can help you solve them, and we can come sort any issues you've got with potentially work you're struggling with, friendship groups, anything like that. Okay, a little bit about me. So my main sports are rugby, cricket, football and golf. My dislikes are bad manners. My favourite colour is blue. My hobbies are playing cricket in the summer and golf all year round. My hero is a former rugby player known as Johnny Wilkinson. My favourite food are burgers and pizzas. My favourite restaurant is a Five Guys. And a fun fact about me is I'm a bit of a geek for all things NASA and SpaceX related. So my 3 top tips are to be organised for every day, to don't be afraid to ask questions because all staff are here to help, and also, most importantly, in September, help others who look like they're struggling. Direct them to a member of staff or make a member of staff aware so we can support them, so we can have a really happy community in our academy and within Year 7. If you need to find me throughout the school day, you'll find me either down near the sports hall in the PE office or in the BHE faculty during tutor time. I'll also be popping around lessons during the school day, so if you need to speak to me, there'll be an opportunity to do so. So, further information, if there's anything that you'd like to know or you need some questions answering, please use the email address year7admissions@corbybusinessacademy.org. Here is a great place where you can find a member of staff who will respond to any query that you have. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to engaging with you all in the future.